Alright, for this video we're going to figure out how to make a drawing of a Sketchplane cube. So I went ahead and opened up my Sketchplane cube part right here. So if you have not made a Sketchplane cube, you're going to have to make the Sketchplane cube first, and there is a video for that. But once it's made, have it open, and that's how we're going to start this. So now that it's open, we're going to go over here to File. You could either click on New or hover over it and go down to Drawing. I'll click on New so you know what that looks like. And it is down here. And these are the drawing ones. We're doing a standard DWG. So double click on it. And here is our template, our drawing paper, if you will. All right, so we're going to fill in this bottom area first. So I'm going to go File, iProperties, and I'm going to fill it in with the appropriate information. Definitely the name of it, which is Sketchplane Cube, and definitely I want you to change it to your first. I'll put Mr. Mans. And then company, you could put Kenton Middle School. All right, and we'll say OK, and as soon as I've done that, it has now populated these cells here and made sure that it's Kenton Middle School, Sketchplane Cube, and Mr. Mans. So this is pretty simple. I just got to do some clicking here. So I'm going to go to File, and nope, we're going to go to Base here, which is going to give us our base view, and it's automatically defaults it to the front. It's going to give you the front view right here, which is what we want. And then I'm going to go directly above. I haven't clicked on anything yet. I'm just going to go directly above, and you can see that's going to put something there. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to go directly to the right of this, and I'm going to click there, and now it gave me my front. That's the top view. This is the right side view. And then I'm going to put my isometric view up here in the top right hand corner. This is pretty small, so we're going to change this from 1-to-1 ratio to a 2-to-1 ratio. It just makes it a little bit bigger. I think 3-to-1 makes it a little bit too big, so we're going to go back to 2-to-1 ratio. And I'm going to say OK. And if you want to move this, if I hover over it, you can see a red dotted line. You can move that up and down. And over here, you can move this left and right. And then if you go to this red dotted line, we can kind of move both of them all together. So I'm just going to move this to where I think that it makes the most sense. All right, so now we've got our front, top, right side view and our isometric view. Now I'm going to go up to Annotate, and I'm going to go to Dimension. And this is going to allow me to put measurements on our drawing. So two concepts here. You could over dimension, which means we put way too many dimensions on here, and there's a possibility for you to under dimension, which means you don't put enough dimensions on here. So I'm just going to click on a red line. So if you hover over it, you can see, like, I'm going to tell whoever's looking at this. So I'm clicking once, and I'm moving my cursor up, clicking again, and then just say OK. And this is what it did. It told me that that top line is 2 inches. All right. Now, do I need to do this one as well? I don't. And the reason that I don't need to do that one is because it's already done up here. So push the escape button if you just did that with me. I'll get rid of that too. Click dimension again. And I want everybody to know that this is 2 inches. Say OK. I want everybody to know that this is 1 inch. All right. The circle, got to let people know how big that is. That's 1 inch. Say OK. I also want them to know where the circle is in comparison to the sides. So it's 1 inch from the top. And let's do this one. So all I'm doing is, if somebody is going to read this print, then I want to give them as many dimensions as they would need to be able to recreate it. I don't want to give them too many because that would be confusing, but I can give them as many as needed. Now, so dimension is selected. Let's click the escape button. And now, if you want to, you can move these around. So if this was just really cluttered in here and it's hard to see, move that around. I can actually move this inside. That might be a good idea. So just move things also you can move this line there, and you can move the angle if you click on that green dot there. So I just did the top. You will need to do the front and the right side. Only give the dimensions that you think would be needed at that time. All right, do not do anything to the isometric view. You do not need to do that. All right, if you're going to print, we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Print, and make sure it's, most of the computers in here say KMS MFG printer. Some say KMS MFG, some say KMS manufacturing. I think one computer in here says EcoSys, ECOSYS. I'm not sure why. And then make sure best fit is selected, and then you can click OK. And that's it. You are done, and you could turn that in as soon as you've completed it.